Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bloody Space Witch. Today I have something that I haven't seen on YouTube at all. Well, okay, not at all. I've seen where people will do um like the ungoth confessions or the this or that, but I've never seen any unpunk confessions because there's really not a very big or very strong punk community on YouTube, but I thought that would be kind of a fun thing to do. So I wrote down 10 not punk confessions and I have them written down because I can't remember anything ever. My first unpunk confession is I get along really, really well with hippie type people. And hippies and punks usually aren't mixed very often because, like, if they're the kind that kind of follows the original hippie movement and stuff, they cared about topics and stuff, but they weren't really proactive. They were more like, free love, we're pacifists. We just do our own thing. Whereas the punk mentality is more proactive, and we get out there and we go and we do it and the activism and the this and the and the that. But like to me it doesn't really I like hippies. They're nice. So I get along with them. Confession number 2. I have never been in a mosh pit or in just even the rowdy section of like a crowd at a show. I'm only 5'4", which compared to the national average is kind of a little bit on the shorter side, and I'm not like strong necessarily. Like I've been working on it, but I'm not strong or anything, and I'm just afraid. I don't want to get hurt. And it's weird cuz like punk people, like even metalheads, anybody in a mosh pit, they're all so nice. Like if you get knocked over, I don't care who you are, what you look like. They're going to like pick you up and be like, "Are you okay?" But I just don't I'm not ready for the mosh pit yet. I'll stand back. Unpunk confession number 3. I love Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty is 100% a character that was only made to be marketed to people. Hello Kitty doesn't have any other purpose. There's no purpose for Hello Kitty to exist, but I love Hello Kitty so much. I have a toaster in my kitchen right now. It is Hello Kitty. When you put the bread in it and you push it down, it brands her face into every slice of goddamn toast that comes out of it. Like, it's too much, but I love Hello Kitty. Punk confession number 4. I think that emo music, screamo music, which kind of comes with emo, I think, pop punk, and just like regular alternative, I think those are all great genres for punk. I think they're good for punk because for many people, those genres are the gateway to finding more traditional or, diverse types of more, this is punk rock. And so I don't hate on them at all. Like I don't hate on those genres at all. I don't feel like there's a reason to. I think they're good, and if people like it, then it's good. I don't give a shit. Unpunk confession number 5. This one isn't really a confession, it's more just like a quirk, I guess. I don't know. Like a lot of punks smoke cigarettes and they don't really care much about it. I don't. I only like clove cigarettes. Jar and Blacks are my jam. Like I don't like regular cigarette. I don't really get anything from regular cigarettes. I don't really see any point of doing it, and I'm not just gonna smoke them just because I think they look cool or anything. Like I just, and it's funny because clove cigarettes are usually like primarily like a goth stereotype, but yeah, those are what I like. Confession number 6. I'm not into zines at all, which is probably because I live in like bumfuck nowhere and there's nowhere to get them, and I'm not gonna pay for more of like online to like extra money so they can ship them to me. So I'm not into zines. Number 7. I do not put up my mohawk like hardly ever. I've like had it since November and I've put it up maybe 10 times, and it is March now. I'm lazy. Um, in school when I was in junior high, like 7th and 8th grade, so like 13 and 14, I used to wear a lot of black, as I do now, and somebody told me I looked emo, and I didn't really know what it was, but for like 3 solid months I went through an emo phase just because people would talk to me more often, because nobody would fucking talk to me in school. And I was the only person that liked punk at my school because it was very small, not a lot of kids, so very short-lived emo phase, but God, it was kind of a dark time for me. Confession number 9. I think Hot Topic is okay. I can't afford anything from there unless it's like on clearance and broken most of the time, but I don't care about it. And Unpunk Confession number 10. Some people would call this very unpunk. Some people would say it's just as punk as anything else. Some people would say it's neither. I don't know. All growing up, I was born in 1994. All growing up, my favorite band has not been really, they've been the topic of debate in the punk subculture. Green Day was my jam. In a lot of ways, they are still my motherfucking jam. Like, their music is different, but I've always liked it. And I don't know, I don't really consider them sellouts. That's just me. I don't think they're any less punk now that they like to do musicals and stuff. I mean, they are who they are, and that's just. I feel like if you look at the old music, you can see kind of the slow migration into them growing up and progressing into who they are today. So I don't consider them necessarily something to be ashamed of. I love Green Day and I always will. Those are my 10 unpunk confessions. Don't hate me for it, please, because I am a nice person and I like good music.